Howdy y'all. It has been a while since I've filmed a video and walked and talked. I might just stand in the sun actually because it's really cold. I had some words to speak with you, some concepts to share. I know this isn't like the best, setup that I've got here right now, but it's a work in progress, and divine chooses when I speak, not I. So I shall speak. I was talking to my cousins on New Year's Day about something that's really important to me, something like a concept that has fundamentally changed my life as long as I remember it. And this world is full of distractions that make it hard to remember this beautiful cheat code, this paradigm shift, this way that you can jump timelines, jump realities. And I've done it before, and I've done it multiple times since then. It's difficult because of the distractions and because of the doubt that we are constantly infiltrated with. So I'm gonna share it. First, I need you to think of a moment in your past where you felt your intuition, and you either listened or you didn't, but you felt it. You heard a little voice or a pull or a nudge, a tap, a whisper, whatever it may have been, kind of guide you, and you either listened or you didn't. Doesn't matter. We're not here to shame or blame. We're here to recognize that you've felt that nudge before. Okay? So I need you to think about it for me. If you have one, perfect. If you need some time, pause the video. Once you understand where that you've felt that nudge before, you can kind of think of it as like a tether, like a cord, and you can like pluck it, ding ding, and it almost like, I don't know if you feel it, but like when I tap into that, I can almost like feel at that moment in the past, right? Because time in this reality, time doesn't exist. So we are connected to every single part of ourselves in every single moment, including that moment in which you felt this intuition, this nudge, this whisper, this etc. You have that tug, right? You can feel that tether. When you're able to tap into that tether in your past and you feel it, notice where you feel it and how you feel it. How? Is it calm? Is it exciting? Is it peaceful? For me, it is a peaceful, calm knowing, this assured, like, yes, honey, yes. This like soft, this warm hand on my back saying it's okay, or don't do it, okay? And I feel it. And there's moments where I said yes where I should have said no, and there's moments I've said no where I should have said yes, and there's moments where I listened and I was so grateful that I did. That's not what we're here to talk about. We're not here to talk about that yet. That's a different video. This is just about the tether itself. Now, you can feel that tether. Mine's in my heart, and it connects to my spine, and my spine kind of does like a xylophone zing, and I feel it in my whole body, and I illuminate like the sun because I've worked on mine for quite some time. Now, once you are able to connect to that tether, I need you to recognize just this concept that there are multiple tethers going out in the future. So there are future tethers, all dependent on the decisions that you make moving forward. So there's a path that brightens your day, that lightens your load, that makes the path easy, that brings everything divinely to you, that is magnetized, that is energetic, that is sexy, that is luscious, that is exquisite. There's that path. And there are longer paths. There are paths where there's a little bit more challenge. There's paths where you learn more lessons because you didn't really integrate them the way that you wished you did. There's all these tethers. Now, the one that you are aligned with the most is the tether that you're connected to. But what if you wanted to course correct? What if you wanted to change a tether? visualization is a great way to do that, and it is so difficult for me to do that because my brain, there are certain blocks that I come towards every time I try to do some sort of visualization. But it is a great way to get started in learning which tethers are meant for you, because you can have an idea of what your life needs to look like, and it could feel right because you think it has to go a specific way. But what if it could be easier? What if it could be easier? And you start finding different tethers you didn't know existed when you realize that there's a certain way that you want to live your life, through certain values, through certain how you want to exert your energy, how you want to contribute and impact and show up. When you are able to connect to a specific tether and grasp it, you're able to kind of like work backwards. You see in your mind's eye where you want to land, and you work backwards, holding on to that tether, and you allow that desire to be the hand on your back pushing you forward. Now, I'm going to give you an example of when this worked in my life. And yeah, I'm going to give you an example, okay? I believe it was 2019. I entered a contest, and I didn't know what it was for. It was just enter a contest at my job, and I did. And it was like a 3-month long, like they were slowly cutting, like narrowing it down to certain people, and they didn't tell us anything about what it was going to be or what you were going to win until like pretty close to the end there. And I was like runner up, and I remember sitting and meditating in how do I explain this? The contest was winning a trip to Sweden to help launch the new employee branding, basically. But everything was going to be paid for. They were going to take you there, and you were going to be able to like meet with all of the, executives and CEOs and like all of that, and like launch this whole branding system for this company. And I was like, dude, yes, that sounds phenomenal. That sounds so sick. And along with that, you got to model. And I was like, at the time, I was very much pursuing my modeling career. And I was like, yes, let's do it. So I ended up sitting next to a fireplace, I remember, and visualizing every single step of the way, from winning to the congratulations, to the hype, to the plane, to packing before the plane, getting into the airport, saying goodbye to all my friends, going and landing in a different country, and like all of that. Like I imagined all of it. And then I won. They picked 60 people around the whole world. They picked two or three people from the US. One of them was me, and someone else from New York, and I believe someone from Florida. I could be wrong. It was 2019. There's so much that happened since then. But you know what I mean? Like, I was able to sit, visualize, and feel in my body, accepting this whole new dimension, new timeline, new experience. And I said, yeah, that sounds cool. I'm gonna do that. And I accepted it. I accepted it as mine, and I let it go. And I was like, if I win, no, that's fine. If I don't win, I already experienced it in my mind's eye. I already lived it. I don't have to relive it. But I got to. And I got to experience a week in Sweden, all paid for. Got a hotel, met a bunch of random, really cool people from around the world. Got to launch and play branding for this company. It was amazing. And I've done that time and time again. However, there's so many distractions and so many doubts that come up while we live life, especially especially when we have testimonies like this, where there is a curtain that keeps trying to shut us out from our own power, especially when we win. When we win, it's not easier. If anything, when we win, we gain another tool in the toolbox to defeat a bigger boss. Like, it doesn't get any easier. You understand how to maintain and show up all of the different with all the different energies that are coming at you. It doesn't get easier, you get better. So that is my message for you today. I hope it made sense. I hope it brought you something. I hope you're able to tap into a tether that truly brings you what you desire, because you deserve it. You here now, I see you, because I'm only going to let the people that are necessary to hear this, the people that need to hear this, dear God, please allow the people that need to hear this to receive this message and allow them to understand what they truly desire. It's time. It's been too long, and you deserve it, baby. Bye.